We've made it to Tuesday night, everyone, which means the Hornets are back in action here at the Spectrum Center. And tonight, they welcome the Dallas Mavericks into town as we say hello. Welcome to Hornets Live, presented by Explore Boone. Those two guys know each other pretty well. Cooper Flagg, KON KNUEPPEL is your Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month again. So we'll be celebrating him all night long. Brandon Miller's made 5 or more threes in 4 straight games this season, had 6 against Portland. Oh, pull out your moose ears, everybody, because he is ready to go. The moose is loose. The fans are loving him, and so is LaMelo Ball. A fresh little haircut there for LaMelo Ball as he's getting ready to continue that assist, which ranks him 7th in the NBA. Oh, it's going to be a good one tonight, everybody, as we say hello. Courtside right here, Shannon Spake, Walker Mail from WFNZ, and of course, Locked On Hornets. We're going to get to the matchup because it was a close one the last time these two teams played. But what about the fact that the Hornets are still hot in March?
I mean, winning 4 straight, you have a chance to win 5. Even with Cooper Flagg expected to miss tonight, there's still a lot of reason to pull for the Hornets and see exactly what they can do heading into some tough competition the rest of the way.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were looking forward to that Cooper Flagg, KON KNUEPPEL matchup, but it's still going to be a good one regardless, because this was a team that played them very tough. Yes, Cooper was a part of that, very much so, but it is still an opportunity for the Hornets to get a win, and it is a back-to-back, so night 1 of a back-to-back.
You got to take care of these. We've seen the Hornets be very good in back-to-back scenarios. A lot of times they've been really good on the second night of back-to-backs. One thing that might not be working for the Hornets as much in advantage this time is that the Mavericks still do have a lot of youth on their roster as well, so we'll see how they're able to combat that with their own youth.
Yeah, you mentioned the 4-game win streak. The last one was against Portland Saturday night right here at Spectrum Center. This place was so great. The energy was so great, and so was the basketball. Brandon Miller led the way in that one with 26 points, but everybody was getting involved in that game, and a lot of it did start on defense.
Absolutely it did. Miles Bridges talked to us after the game saying that it was the defense that led to that victory. He also said they don't win this game a year ago, but now you have so much potency. What we've seen from this squad offensively with having 4 guys that are capable of scoring 20 points in any quarter, in any game. Brandon Miller was the savior in this one offensively, but really it was a team defensive effort. And how about the hustle plays? Not only is KON saving the basketball from going out of bounds, we saw LaMelo hit the deck a few times. Just a great effort from the Hornets to get that dub against Portland.
Yeah, it is contagious. That is what Coach Charles Lee says all the time. Contagious on offense, contagious on defense, and it is showing up right there as you take a look at some of the stats that we've seen since January. They've been very, very good. Their record shows it, offensive rating and defensive rating as well.
Well, we got to talk about all the metrics anytime we talk about the Hornets, especially with that starting lineup. They have been absolutely sensational. I think the bench has also been very good from what we've seen. So the fact that you have a Kobe White, not tonight, but Kobe White has been a big boost for this squad when we've seen him play the few games since that trade. The Hornets, look, everything is pointing up for them. Everybody's talking about them. And, of course, it's why we feel good around here at the Queen City.
We sure do. It's been a lot of fun. They gave a lot of credit to the fans as well. I think Coach Lee talked about it. Kobe White talked about the excitement in here as well. So it has been great to see all the fans that have come out. We've seen a lot of unselfish play from the Hornets as well. That's one thing that Miles Bridges talked about, Coach Lee talked about. We heard them after that game, and that's what it's all been about. Loving each other, sharing the ball, and playing connected.
Well, and I think, too, when you've seen Charles Lee coach some of these other teams, even when he's just been on the staff, not the head coach, but an assistant coach, you go back all the way to a decade ago. There was a 60-win Hawks team he was a part of. Then he was a part of the 60-win Milwaukee squad. The one season in Boston, they won 60 games. And I think that there is a similar philosophy in that everybody is lethal offensively, that they really share the basketball. They're really lethal from deep, too. It's kind of like what this team is. I think you're starting to see this team take on that vision of a Charles Lee coach basketball team.
I think a lot of people are a little disappointed Cooper Flagg's not going to be out there today. It was such a fun game when they played at Dallas. 49 points in that one for Cooper Flagg. Of course, KON KNUEPPEL had 34, and it all came down to those 2 guys at the end of the game. Of course, a deflection by KON, the chase down by Cooper Flagg, and then the 2 points from the free throw line.
I mean, how about all the Blue Devils, too? It wasn't even just Cooper Flagg and KON KNUEPPEL that performed well. You also had Sion James make the game-saving save in that one, too, KON, where then he goes to the foul line, and then he wins wins that one against Cooper Flagg of the Dallas Mavericks. Dylan Harper, by the way, getting his first Rookie of the Month award as well. And Kon, he's kind of used to this, Shannon. We've seen him do it.
Yeah, that is.
Now.
I asked Coach Lee that. I said, who told him and what was his reaction? He's like, no one had to tell him, and he doesn't want to talk about it until after the game.
We want to celebrate you, Kon.
I know.
Please, let us celebrate you.
We all do. As we take a look at our Toyota Inside Look, this is some very good territory to be in. These are the 5 players who have swept the Rookie of the Month awards in their seasons, in the last 20 seasons. I don't even, it's
crazy.
Add his name.
I mean, what's great is that he has a first chance ever to be the guy that has done this in the Eastern Conference. All of them are out west with Chris Paul, a couple of Clippers on the list. So the fact that he has the chance to be the first guy to ever do it in the Eastern Conference, and just more history that he has been able to achieve this season in what has been a phenomenal rookie year.
So KON KNUEPPEL gets a trophy or whatever they give. Everyone in the stands right here, they get a KON building block. I think it was like the first 8,000 or something that showed up tonight.
Liam McNeely's going to have fun with this one.
This is awesome. I know I'm taking one home for sure.
Same.
It looks just like him, doesn't it?
It really does. Yeah, nice job. Nice job on the building blocks there for Kon.
He deserves it. And again, KON KNUEPPEL might not want to celebrate some of these milestones, but we want to, because the culture has certainly changed, and it's a great thing to celebrate because of how humble he is and how team first he is.
I mean, not only Kon, but LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges. Charles Lee talked about that also being infectious, that everybody is celebrating one another. Miles Bridges, after that game against Portland, he said he doesn't mind. What he said, he was taking a back seat. We don't see that all the time, but we see a trio of scorers because of how gifted LaMelo, Brandon, and Kon all are. And the fact that you have 4 guys that are really dangerous offensively, and then Musa just comes in and does all the little stuff, it's fascinating.
Well, because of those 4 or 5 guys that are on that starting lineup, the Hornets continue to move up this lineup right here. This is the Southeast Division standings. What are you laughing about?
Because it's the play-in standings. You could call it anything you want. Southeast Division standings, play-in standings. It really is all of the teams that are competing outside of Washington for those final chances to get an outright playoff spot.
And what do you think? I mean, listen, we're tied with the Magic, basically.
I mean, I love what I'm seeing right now because the Hornets have a chance at history here again. The fact that they have a real shot to win their first ever division title. Yeah, first ever division title, just a couple games back from Orlando. It's funny that you're not only playing for a playoff spot, you're actually playing for that title as well. So we'll see if the Hornets can do it.
And maybe have something to do with KON KNUEPPEL getting Rookie of the Year as we continue to push that agenda. All right, time now for our FanDuels Play Your Game. Here's our same game parlay coming into this one. The Hornets favorite by 13 points coming into tonight. A lot of injuries on that Dallas Mavericks team for sure. KON KNUEPPEL, we're going over at 3.5 points made, 3.5 threes, I should say. And LaMelo Ball, ooh, that's a big number. We're taking the over at 20.5. He's coming off a 15-point game and averaging just over 19 per game. So that's a big number right there.
I think LaMelo also attacking a little bit more as well. We've seen him, I don't want to say settle for 3-point shots. That's not settling. That's just an outright phenomenal move. The step back is lethal from LaMelo. But also I'd like to see him get the foul line a little more. And we've seen him aggressive. I don't even know if you can say the lack of free throw attempts mean that he's not being aggressive. It's just that, one, we haven't seen him get calls. It's been the story of LaMelo's career. It's really frustrating. But still, he's kind of moved that frustration away from his game and still been performing at a high level.
Today, only FanDuel's giving everyone a chance at a share of over $3 million in bonus bets with their Super Trey Day sweepstakes. We've got a tray. Claim your profit boost on a 3-point wager, and you'll be entered to win a share of over $3.3 million in bonus bets. Woo, you like that. There you go. All right, still to come here on Hornets Live. It's Brandon Miller's world, and we are just living in it. The third-year player has been lights out as it's 6 threes in back-to-back games. Where's his ceiling and how's he doing it? We're going to break it all down for B-Mel. Take a look at that guy right there. Brandon Miller, man, he has been so good. He scored 22 or more in the last 4 games. He's coming off a 26-point performance over the Trailblazers on Saturday. He just keeps getting better and better and better every single outing. What do you think?
And I think he's really leveled out, too. I mean, there were a couple of up and down moments in this last, I would say, 10 games or so where he started turning over the ball a little too much, and then he started missing some shots. But, again, really steadied himself, hitting a lot of threes. And I can't tell you how impressed I was with his performance against Portland. They desperately needed some semblance of offense, with Portland really making it a point to take KON out of the game. LaMelo, while he didn't turn it over nearly as much, they still made sure that they were really aggressive with him at the point of attack. And Brandon, 6 3-pointers. They needed every single one of them.
I don't think he's leveled out in any way because I think he's still going up, but I do know what you mean in terms of kind of going up
Sure.
and down. The starting five, you got to give them so much credit. Truly,